got her coming from Chanel. That's my Lee Lee. Got my swing swing. And my gang gang. Set my pink panda bears.
Hey there, my wonderful pink panda bears. How are y'all doing today? It's me, Pink, coming back at you with another story time. Yeah. Today, I have a mind-boggling story time for you guys. I mean, mind-blowing. Or at least, it's mind-blowing to me anyways. I've been wanting to tell you guys this story for about a week now, but I had to get all the facts straight first. Before I begin the story though, I would like to give a huge shout out to my girl Emily Brown. Emily is not only an author of one, but she is also an author of 2 books. These books are her memoirs, which revolve around her experience with physical and mental abuse. Her first book, which she has already published, is called At All Cost. Now, she is working on her second book called Through Hell and High Water. And if you would like to keep up with her progress as I do, I will post a link to her page in the description area below. Also, I would like to encourage y'all to click the subscribe button and click the little bell so that you can get post notifications every time I upload a new video. And don't forget to click the like button if you like this video. And drop me a comment if you have any questions. Now, before I begin, I would like to make it clear that me and Emily have never met before. Not that either of us can remember anyways. I didn't even know she existed until 2 weeks ago. Just saying, I really didn't know she existed until 2 weeks ago. And about 2 weeks ago, my brother came to me wanting to show me some Facebook posts that one of his chica friends had been posting. He told me that the girl Emily was writing a book and that we had a lot in common when it came to men from our past. But neither one of us, nor Emily, had even the slightest clue as to how right that comment would really be. Like, for real. So, I went on to read a couple of her chapters that she had already posted, and I was immediately impressed with her work. So, I sent her a friend request. A friend request. I sent her a friend request, okay? She got a friend request. Yeah, for me. That's why I sent her a friend request. So, a few days later, she tagged a whole shit ton of people in some of her new chapters. And as I'm reading through the chapters, I'm like, oh shit, this sounds just like something that I would write about myself. Like, on a real note. No BS aside. So, I decided to send her a message via Facebook Messenger. You know, I had to be all like technical and shit, trying to sound like smart as hell. So, I sent her a message on Messenger and I was like, what's up, girl? I really liked your stuff. Like, your work was just mind-blowing. Like, I really could relate with the stuff that you were saying. Like, for real. Do you know, like, what you were talking about? Like, the stuff with, like, abuse and stuff. Like, I've been there. Like, I had that happen to me before, and I just didn't realize that the guys that you're talking about in the books, like, it's the same guys that did this shit to me. Like, oh my god. Anyways, so I sent her a message on Facebook Messenger, and I was like, hey, what's up? My name is Jessica, and I am J-Red's sister, and he's been showing me some of your work, and I really want to commend you on your bravery for telling your truths. I think it's really badass that you're writing books about the horrible ass shit that happened to you, because I'm not brave enough to do that. Because it's really hard reliving that shit sometimes. And by the way, like, I'm writing a book too, but like, because of all the horrible shit that's happened to me in my life, I like to live off in a fantasy world. So I write books about like elves and shit, you know, like make bully crap. In my mind it's all real, but you know, I write books about make bully and stuff. What the crap? Anyways, I had also told her that I thought about writing my own memoirs, but like I said, I'm too chicken shit, because I am on good terms with half the people that would be in my memoirs that did the really bad shit to me. So I don't want to open old wounds, if that makes any sense. Now, within 5 minutes of me texting her my whole life story, this chick texts me back her whole life story. And her message went something like this: thanks for reaching out. I know that we have never met, but we have a lot of friends in common. She said that Clay, which is one of my ex-husbands, unfortunately, was the worst thing that we have in common, and I would have to agree with her on that. He is definitely the worst thing that has ever in a million years, like ever has ever happened to me. Clay is the worst thing that has ever happened to me, and the only reason I haven't made a story time about his chicken shit ass yet is because it's painful. It's very, very painful. But I will get there. I will get there. Just bear with me, peoples. I love you. Just be patient. She said that my brother had told her that he had been showing me her work, and that he had also told her that he thought that me and her had a lot in common. Also, like, he pretty much told her everything he told me, in a nutshell. Then she told me that John, the main character in her books, real name was Benjamin Franklin. Now, I can't tell you his real name because of legal purposes, so we're just gonna say he's Benjamin Franklin. Yeah. Anyways, John. Holy shit, my ring just went flying. She also said that her son's father's name was Danny Doofusface, which is another guy that I went on a blind date with once. So, yeah, that was kind of weird. Hell, even half the people that she, like, mentioned that we used to party with, like, I dated half of them. So, it was a pretty big deal. Like, it might not seem like that big of a deal to you, or you, or you, or you, or you, but it's a big deal to me. It's a big deal to her. And it's just kind of wild. Crazy. And cool. Just like Gigi. Okay. So, right after that, she sent me her phone number. And we conversated in a series of telephone calls for over 2 hours after that. Like, we literally stayed on the phone for 2 hours talking like we were old friends. Okay, I have to add here really quick that the reason it's such a big deal that me and Emily stayed on the phone for 2 hours is, one, because I never talk on the phone. I hate talking on the phone, as a matter of fact. And two, like I said, talking to her is like talking to myself. It just felt natural, if that makes any sense at all. I mean, I enjoyed talking to her. I actually, like, it was fun to me. And it was strange. It was really strange. Our conversation was really strange. The stuff that we talked about, the people we talked about. And I really wish I could have recorded it and inserted it right here. But I can't. So, back to the show. Like, it was so strange. Like, if I was sitting here looking in the camera, talking, kind of like I'm doing now, it would be like talking to her. Like, talking to you, talking to me, talking to Emily. Yeah, I mean, okay. As long as you understand what I'm saying. You understand the words that is coming out of this mouth, mi boca. Okay, if you don't know what boca is, look it up in the Spanish dictionary. It's Spanglish, okay? Means mouth. I seriously feel like the universe is pulling me and this chick together. Like, we have walked the same parallel line for the past 19 years. And yes, it's been 19 years. Don't try to calculate my age or hers. Don't do it. Do it. I know you fuckers will be doing it. Trying to calculate once I get through with our timeline little chart that I'm going to go through here in just a second. Y'all are going to be like, bam, got your age. Pink, I got your age. But don't be doing it. Alright? Bam. Because I'm going to be 29 for the rest of my life. I don't care what any of y'all say. Physically, I'm 29. Mentally, I'm 18. No, I'm gonna go with 21. No way I can still drink. Just saying. These are really good. I'll re-drink this. That was a strawberry pina colada milkshake. It was delicious. Delish. With a double shot of rum. Delish. Okay, anyways. On with the story, Garth. Okay, so I'm about to explain to y'all how everything ties together. Because I know that y'all be getting confused. Because it's a lot of confusing facts. It'd be confusing the shit out of me. And that's probably why this is the 6th freaking time I have made this video. Raw. I am going to try to make this as simple as I possibly can. But it still might confuse you. Just stay with me. Okay. First, I'm going to start with John. Johnny boy. John. The main character in Emily's book. So, 19 years ago, me and Emily were both living in Southern California. I was 16 and she was 14. In the spring of 1999, Emily and John met on the internet. They dated off and on until June of 2001, which is when they broke up for a short time. I started dating John in October of 2001, and we broke up the day after Christmas in 2001. So, December 26th, 2001. We only dated for like 3 months. Enough to know that his ass was whack. Emily and John ended up getting back together in March of 2003. And they had their daughter Chloe the following December. They ended up dating off and on until August of 2005. Now, I have to note here, John was extremely abusive and manipulative to Emily, which is where Clay comes in. On August 30th of 2005, John was beating the living shit out of Emily, which sadly to say, was normal for them. But this time, Clay was there. And unlike most people that would just stand by and watch as this dude beat the shit out of this chick, Clay actually jumped in and got John off of Emily. Anyways, so John was beating the shit out of Emily. Clay ended up jumping in and getting John off of her. And a week or so later, Emily and Clay started dating. But before y'all go calling Clay a hero, y'all gotta know that he was abusive and manipulative also. So one common story that me and Emily have about Clay, and I wouldn't say like it's a common story, it's just something that he did that was kind of the same that he did to her and he did to me. It's weird as fuck. But anyways, the one thing that we both had in common about him was his destructive insanity. Like, dude was freaking psycho. Clay was really bad off on Xanax, which Xanax just makes for a really bad cocktail of disaster. It's just asking for trouble. And a couple of really weird and horrible examples of Clay's anger is one day when he was with her, he went off on one of his rampages and ripped all the Christmas lights off of her trailer. He thought it would be a really good idea to bust all the windows out and completely destroy her house. They ended up breaking up around that time, which was in November of 2005. And in June of 2006, I started dating Clay. And what do you know? He was abusive physically and mentally to me as well. And the day before Christmas, he decided to take a handful of Xambars. He threw our Christmas tree, all pretty and decorated, out into the rain in the yard. Then he punched holes in my walls. Do y'all see a pattern here yet? He smashed my head through the wall. Then he decided to take off in my truck, where he proceeded to wreck it. And we ended up breaking up the following May. So when Emily broke up with Clay in 2005, she got with Danny. Like a week later, she ended up getting pregnant with her son Colin in December. And I believe that her and Danny broke up around that same time also. Then in the summer of 2008, I ended up going on a blind date with Danny. But I wasn't too impressed, so it didn't go any further than that. What's crazy, aside from all that, is last week when I was going through her Facebook photos, trying to figure out if I recognized her from anywhere, I found some pictures that she had posted 8 years ago. Pictures that I had taken at my house 2 years prior to that. So this is 10 years ago. Pictures that I had taken 10 years ago at my house the night that me and Danny hung out. They were on Emily's Facebook page that she had posted 8 years ago. It's very strange. I mean, I'm not saying it's strange like that she had posted. I'm just saying it's like wild. Like, just crazy. I guess. I don't know. It's just crazy. I think it's cool. But yeah. So, and she mentioned in her comments that she had found those pictures on some chick's MySpace page. That some chick being me, she found those pictures on my MySpace page 10 years ago. Has it really been 10 years since we've had MySpace? Like, really 10 years? Where's time going? What happened to MySpace? Like, just disappeared. Disappeared. It's calm. If all of that is not enough, let me switch it up just a little bit. Let me talk about Mario and Raul. You know how I had said that I ran away when I was 16? Well, I ran away with Mario, which is a Mexican, and I got pregnant with his baby, which is Isabel, and I had her July of 2000. Me and him got married August of 2000, and then we got divorced in May of 2001, which is when I moved back to Mississippi. Emily and Raul, which Raul is a Mexican also, got married in August of 2001 when her and John were on a break, which is also around the time that I dated John. Emily ended up getting pregnant with Lydia, which is Raul's daughter, in February of 2002. And she was born October of 2002. That following March, Emily ended up leaving Raul for John. Oh, this is going on and on and on and on. I know. I'm sorry. It's just... I don't know why, but I gotta tell you everything. Now I'm going to tell y'all about our kids and all the coincidences that surround them. First, Isabel and Lydia are both half Hispanic. Isabel is 18 and Lydia will be 16 October 28th, which would make her almost to the day 1 month older than Christian. His birthday is November 30th of 2002. His father's name is Eric. And I got with him 4 days after me and John broke up in 2001. So I broke up with John the day after Christmas 2001, and me and Eric got together the day before New Year's Eve 2001. Confusing? Yeah. Shh. Don't tell Eric because he doesn't know. Kitty, come here. Then there's Isabel and Chloe, which is John's daughter. She was born December of 2003. Her and Isabel were both taken away from me and Emily when they were babies. And though their fathers both had custody of them, their paternal grandmothers actually raised them. Neither one of them ever lived with their fathers. I just find it completely insane how much these two girls have in common, and they have never in their lives met or been around each other or heard of each other or even know each other's freaking names for that fact. Say hi, Mr. Titty Titty. Meow, meow. Tell him I got it so bad. Just got such a bad life. I've had such a hard life, but now it's good. I was found inside of a white pole. Meow, meow. Tell him. Or is it what you smell? What you smell? You smell something good? Hi. Meow, meow. Tell him. I like living here, though. Well, my new mommy. Hers is a cool mommy. Yeah. Yeah. And as far as me and Emily go, talking to her is literally like talking to myself. We both have the same interest, and we were both wild ass party girls. And as of now, in the present, we are both happily married. Emily has been married for 10 years, and I have been married for 8 years. And we both have a crap ton of kids. Yes, we are truly living the good life. My titty. The titty life. Meow. Tell him you're living the good life. Tell him. Okay, you're right there. Who said that princesses don't get happy endings? Meow, tell him. Absolutely nobody. That too. Don't you go wah wah. Now, if you have enjoyed this wacky ass story time, then give it a big kitten paws up. Yeah, tell them of kitten paws up. Kitten paws right there. Give it a big kitten paws right. Oh, he give it a big kitten paws right there. And if you have any questions, just drop it down in the comment section below. And I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as possible. Don't forget to follow me on social media at I'm Freaking Pink. I just love it when my pink hoodlums show their support. Not only does it brighten my day, but it gives me courage to keep making these videos. And before I forget, y'all make sure to hit Emily up on Facebook as well. And let her know that Pink, which is me, sent y'all her way. Go check out her books. She has a separate page for each book, At All Cost and Through Hell and High Water. You can obtain a copy of At All Cost for only $10 through Emily by messaging her on Facebook or emailing her at embrown1985@gmail.com. And she doesn't mind shipping if needs be. So, until next time, I love each and every one of my pink panda bears. And don't forget to make someone smile today. Or drink. Smiling is good for the soul. And it's contagious. But if you don't feel like smiling, then drink till you do. Until next time, I love you guys.